Um, Hopefully everybody's day was good today. On this Friday today. My day was pretty good. All I did today was I vacuumed the house, and then me and my parents went to this really cute store um called Cowboy um my brain's trying to think it. Headquarters, there we go. So we and my parents went to the store called Cowboy Headquarters because my parents were trying to get a couple things that they needed to, that they're trying to see if they have there. And then y'all, on top of that, I also kind of just looked around. We also just kind of looked around for fun. And y'all, let's just say I got a couple of cute tops because there at that store they have like all kinds of like things. So basically things from like equipment, um, cute clothing, um, stuffed animals, um, kind of like those little like some people know like the little like animal, not they're like play animals kind of thing, little display like of the actual animal look like. They had some of those, like they had horses, cows, pigs, chickens, I think a rooster. But yeah, they had a few, which were really cool. And even one of the cute animals, like stuffies that they had, was a freaking Highland cow. Y'all, it was so cute. But yeah, so and y'all, I even decided to wear one of my cowboy hats there to. Even that did pretty good because even that would be cute with me trying them on. So maybe here in a second, I will kind of show y'all what those look like because I can actually show you guys behind the screen. So probably here in a minute, I'll show you guys pics of each of the two. Leah, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. I think you're new or you're returning. I can't remember, but if you're new, welcome. Chadrick, welcome in the chat. I see you're new. I can tell you're new. Usman, you're new too, I see. How are you doing? We have 5 in the chat already. As we're speaking. Okay, I figured because I'm like, I can tell. Yes, man, I see you're new too. Welcome. A Big Back is calling to you. Welcome back. Or pretty much you're new too. I mean, we're getting a lot of, like I said, we're getting a lot of new people, so let's keep that going. What do you do? Hey there, how you doing? Just brand new. That's awesome. Can you play a song for me? Christopher, it just depends what song it is. Hang on. I'm doing good, but yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. And may welcome in the chat. For me, what do you do? Hannah, thank you so much. I very appreciate it. Your name's so long. What do you do? At night, all I just do is I just hang out in my bedroom. I just go through my phone, like either watch stuff on my social media or texting my friends or my boyfriend. Stuff like that. Nothing really too major. Jackson, welcome in the chat. How are you doing? I see you're new again. I'm not gonna do it just in case it's gonna be weird. Just saying. Yeah, they might. I'm not really gonna do it, honestly. Because they're pretty crazy when it comes to certain songs, not all, but some. Yep, I've got a boyfriend. His name is AJ. His name is AJ, but aka his legal name is Alan. And he doesn't really care if I call him by his nickname. I call him because it just seems cool on him. It's like, y'all, for me, I actually have an illegal name, but I don't reveal mine. It's not only a thing. You know? I just don't. It's me, though. It's just a me thing, though, honestly. Hey there, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Yeah. I mean, hey, y'all. I mean, I'll just say this. For some people that are looking at me thinking, okay, you're insane. Well, some of us want to reveal it, but some of us don't. It's okay. You don't have to reveal it. Like, for example, let's just say one of you has a actual legal name that either you hate it in your own brain or you just don't like when people call you it. It's okay. You don't have to like it. You can always compromise. Either if it's having people calling you it in a shorter version or another version of that name, you know? Like, for example, my actual name can be related to all sorts of names, by the way. Just saying. So, like, for example, like, the name Joshua, people can call him Josh for short if they hate the full name of Joshua. Or if someone doesn't like Brianna, they go Bree, you know? Like, you can shorten it a little bit to where you like it, but then people can also remember it better, you know? Or if someone has the name Billy, they can call him Bill. Get it? Yeah. It's totally normal. Yep. It's going pretty good. What about you? Hey there. Thank you so much, Lee. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, person, we're not gonna go to that route. I'm just saying. And plus, it's just me at the very moment. So, just be careful with the... So, you know what? I'm doing it because it's just me right now. So, boom. Because I'm not gonna take hate for an answer. Hey there. And actually, this will bring me to a point, actually. Okay, good. Thank goodness a mod just came in here. This is gonna help me a ton. Jagger, welcome in the chat. How are you doing? It's been a minute. Y'all, this brings me to a point. Be aware that occasionally or two, a couple of my mods will come in here as well. So if we have to get a hold of somebody, we can. Because I already had to get that one person for literally calling me a crazy term. And, you know, I just don't like to put up with their shenanigans and along with ours. It's not my thing here. So for people in the future that want to be hateful, I recommend not saying it on here. Just for safety purposes, but also for everyone else in here who's trying to enjoy a good little bit. Because you never know what somebody in this live is going through, you know? So sometimes people can say stuff that might even offend them, not just me. You know? Like I said, all of us have something we go through, like either a medical condition or family and friends. You know? School. Life. You know? So, to those people in this chat, don't do it. Because it's just going to make those people's lives in here worse than it has to be. So, this is coming from a 19, almost 20-year-old standpoint, by the way. Just to let you know. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Oh, excuse me a minute. Jagger. My name was pretty good. About yours, Jagger? What? Why are you calling yourself that? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry to hear about that. I know how losing a grandparent can be because, y'all, I I still remember when I lost mine on my dad's side about 3 years ago. Like, actually, y'all, a couple days ago, which was the 21st, actually marked the 3-year anniversary of my Nana's passing. And, oh, man, it's crazy to think that it's already been 3 years. And, y'all, I was 16 when she passed, but I was a sophomore in high school. But then what's going to be more crazier is I'm going to experience it kind of again around September, but the 24th, with my papa, with it being 3 years as well. But I was the same age. I was about to be 17, like 6-ish days before. Ugh, man. I think it was like almost 6 days at least before my birthday, which sucked to me. So I know how you feel. I know what it is like to lose a grandparent, because they mean a lot to you, and even they've just been not just your parents, but your grandparents are also like the best people in your family, you know? Even my Nana, to me, she was just amazing. And even during, like, when she was all, like, right around almost the end of her life, she was in a nursing home just because she had dementia. That's why she passed, because she was in her late stages of dementia. And let me just say, dementia is not easy for those people, because as months and years go by with that, each day or so, or each month, their memory starts to slowly, like, it starts off normal, but then as days and months go by, it just slowly just starts to shatter and just be different for them, and even for their grandkids or family members or friends or their loved ones, seeing what they've literally had to go through. It's the hardest thing, I'll say that, because even I remembered seeing some of it kind of like mid stages throughout. But man, I still remember the days when either my papa and I or my parents would go and see her at least a couple times a week or so when we can. And man, she had her good days and bad days like you would have. Man, crazy. But then when it was right around her last moments of her life, one day particularly when she was there, she had 2 seizures back to back, because that's another part of dementia, is having seizures as well. And I mean, what's crazy was she was there for a week, but then went to rehab, and then went to a different nursing home, because the original one she was at, I think one of their staff members, I guess, did not show up to do their one job. It was just, I think it was like a quick check on her, and they were not doing it one single bit. Hey, Audra, welcome in the chat. How are you doing? But John, welcome in here too. I'm talking a lot, so it's like, But yeah, so it's just one of those little deals that. But yeah, so when she was right around like at least a couple weeks before the end of her life, like when she first got there, she was probably there for a couple days, and then it was like the 20th of this month of like basically 3 years ago, when I just saw her like normal, like she was pretty good spirits and stuff. Next thing I did not know was the next day was going to be the day that I had no idea I was going to get told the news by my own dad. Not by my own dad. Where literally I live now. Like where we basically live now. It's crazy. So just for you to really go through that, I feel you. I feel how that pain is. It sucks. it just, it feels like multiple things are happening at once. But you got this. You got it. And you're not alone. There's multiple people in the same exact way as well. I'm doing good. That's good here. Hey, I'll make sure I don't miss any people. Because I did see somebody. Hang on, make sure. I think I saw some people. Hang on. I just want to make sure I didn't miss someone. Because I am looking through my chat. Okay, I think it's here. I'm going to go right here because it takes forever. Yeah, it is sad. I'm good, but thank you for asking. Hey there, Tonya. Sorry I'm reading the chat, but that's how we get when we're talking communication. It's okay. Oh, man. Oh, I'm just talking. I lost my toes. How old are you specifically? Just wondering. Like, what's your true age so that way I can be sure? Because you gotta be 16 or older in my stream to do it. But, John, keep going. You've got 20 more people to hit. So that's good. So you only need 20 more people, then you'll be in the hundreds. And then keep going from there. That's good. It's okay, Leah. I mean, like I said, it happens in life. Like, even I'm about to, you know what? Hang on. Yeah, it is sad. Connected guy, I see her in the chat. Sorry, I'm looking through, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hey there. Thank you so much. Red Dog, what are you talking about? Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, like I said, losing a grandparent, a parent, aunt, uncle, any family member, a cousin, niece, nephew, all of them. It's difficult. So trust me, losing a family member is very hard. Especially if you think about the hardest parent, it's really out of two. It's really your own parents and your grandparents, because your parents were the main people in your life. Then your grandparents stepped in. Then your aunts and uncles, and then keep going. Because, I mean, it's true though, because, life happens, and let me just say this. I feel like, I'll just tell you this. For people who've ever had to go through a passing at a super young age, like ages 10 and under, that's the hardest age to experience it. Because in their minds, their brains are still growing to process stuff like that. And it's hard for their little brains to figure it out. But once you're like 13 up, like when you hit your teens and stuff like that, is when we're actually able to actually understand it pretty well. So for me, I'm thankful it happened when I was 16, so I was actually able to process and actually understand it. Because, no one shouldn't have to lose anyone at a young age. That's like basically a kid. Because, and even if it's like a 3-year-old, that's just not. But like I said, it's mainly losing either a grandparent or a parent. Those are the hardest people out of the entire family to lose. Because they've done a lot. Because basically, your grandparents helped with your parents throughout their life too. And then your parents stepped in to do yours and then pass forward. You know? It's wild. But that's just what life does to you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. See, that's what I mean. Losing your parent or grandparent is very difficult. So I'm very sorry about the loss. It's not that easy. I know one of my cousins told me that even he lost his dad not too long ago from something. So it's just hard. It's just very hard for those people who are having to go through this out there. Steve, I mean, him. Oh, God. What the heck? Okay, someone's about to creep me out in the chat. But, yeah, hang on. So I'm fixing my pillow because it's a little crack. But yeah, just losing anybody's hard. So, I don't know, honestly, to answer your question. A lot of people ask, like, I mean, not a lot of people ask it, but there's just some people that bring it up. In my brain, it's, like, super confusing with all of, like, the new wording and stuff, you know? What's my favorite? That's a hard question. I honestly don't know, Steve, to answer your response. Oh, that's cool. I think I need to look and see, because I mean, I forgot which one we used before, but I think the one right now I use, I think it's called Scott or Scout. One of the two, I think it's called. But it's actually, like, thinner. Like, it's not, like, super thick toilet paper. Like, before we used to, like, use, like, normal toilet paper, which would be a little bit thicker and stuff. But then, I don't know how, I think it was over a year, sometime last year, I don't know what. Like, for reference, y'all, I don't use a lot of toilet paper. I just use a good chunk that's not so much to work it cold. But for some reason, either like last year or somewhere when I first got here, like, we were just living here casual, and one day I thought it was my brother at first. Because for some people that have septic systems, y'all know how sometimes certain toilet papers can get. But apparently, like, something like stunk so bad. And I kept thinking it's my brother or something trying to do something to his toilet because he's nonverbal and autistic. So some of those kids and those brains are a little different. But no, after a little while, it was me, which I don't do nothing. I think it was the fact of me using toilet paper that was just normal, not like a lot. I think was making the septic stink and even showing a little bit. So, yeah, so for those people out there that even y'all have, like if you basically have a septic system, definitely recommend using a toilet paper that's not, like, super thick. Like, use, like, at least a decent thin, but not too thin, so then that way it doesn't happen. But, yeah, it was wild. But that's just what we experienced over here, so it's like, you know? And luckily my dad knew what was going on after a little bit. Yeah. Oh, God, person, you're crazy. Just toilet paper? Okay. Man, some people are like, what today. But yeah. So, oh, goodness, excuse me. Oh. But yeah, this is what it is. My name is Maddie, and I'm from the U.S. I will tell you that information. So, yeah, but that's just what it does here. Y'all, I'm glad it's Friday at this point because, I mean, a lot of us know how the week gets. It's crazy with things piling up and just trying to hurry it up. So, thank goodness it's Friday. For real. Which a lot of people will get the same feeling I'm getting when it comes to the weekend. So, oh my gosh, bears in that. But yeah. Anyway. So hopefully everyone's staying safe out there, because I've said recently too, our generation's getting crazy with things. Like, certain people are being not so good on the roads and just not doing the right stuff that they're supposed to be doing, So whatever y'all people do out there, just be safe, because you never know what's gonna happen by tomorrow or even days ahead. Just watching out for y'all. Victor, it's been a little bit since you were in here. How are you doing? Yeah, you haven't been here a while. That's crazy, but hopefully you're doing well. That's crazy. No. This is pointed at me. That's good to hear that you're doing well. Hey there. Hopefully you're doing well. I can tell you're new, so that's pretty cool. Yep. Yes, I've got a boyfriend. Which, he and I have been a thing for 1.5 years. About to be 2 years. Coming up. That's just too crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Person, I'm actually a female. Okay, I don't know. That's happened to a couple people kind of mention that. I don't know what their little brains or what their brain might be thinking. I don't know. They might just be saying something, but something too offensive, by the way. Yeah, because I've got my hair up in a ponytail. Yeah, see? Yeah. Oh, man. So crazy. Alright, I'm glad that you came in here, Victor. And I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Y'all, thank you to 8 of you guys who have liked the live so far. And thank you to some of you guys who have been subscribing to me so far, too. I very appreciate it. And that helps out with views, too, so y'all are on it. Because we should be on it, at least. Alright, bye, Victor. I'm glad that you came in here. But yeah, so for all my new people in here who have not done that already, definitely feel free to do so at some point. Because, the more people we continue to get, the better. Because even with being in here, like, especially with my channel and all channels, it's about growth. Because if we were just to, for example, if we just had only a certain group of people in here each and single live, our view count would drop, and then our subscriber count would drop, and everything on there would drop, and that's not going to be good. And that would mean I would not be able to stream with y'all till I hit 50. Because, I just don't want that to ever happen, which it never will. So that's why we have a lot of you guys being so efficient in doing it. So as each slide we get more people, they continue to add the numbers, and we keep doing our part. 2000s Princess, welcome in the chat. How are you doing? What color is my eyes? My eyes are blue. Kind of show them a little bit. Yep, I think you can see me a little bit. Yeah, they're blue for questioning. Yeah, I gotta fix my visions up. But yeah. Oh, that's a classic song. James, how are you doing? I see you're new. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. We need to keep seeing more positivity out there and just good people. Because I've said it a few times, but I mean, a lot of us are gonna think this too, because I feel like these days, slowly but surely, this universe is slowly starting to shrink of positive people, and it's starting to turn into a lot of people being negative and just acting like they're kids instead of like older people. But then teenagers act like adults inside their own bodies. It's just, And I mean, we only have like probably half the population that's still good, but we just need to keep adding up those people that are positive out there. So whatever y'all do, make sure we continue with more positivity out there, because we need it bad. Because, we just don't want it to one day have it turn into it being a chaos scene out here, Because that's what should not happen. Hey there. The heck? Hype Flow, welcome in the chat. I am taken, but you can say hello. That's a good question there. What I like to do in my free time is I like to go outside, sometimes go in my backyard and just relax, talk with my friends, come on here, and yeah, just kind of. Oh, also, sometimes I like to paint for fun occasionally, because it's very fun and therapeutic to do. Or just, talk to my boyfriend. All sorts of things out there. But those are like a few to list off. And things like that, Oh, hang on, my chat's already kind of speeding. Hang on, let me just make sure I'm not reading what else is wrong. Oh, cool. Oh, thanks. These are actually my backups. I actually have another pair I wear, but I'm meaning to get those fixed for a little bit. Do you know what you're... I mean, I'm good at just like talking with people and just being happy all the time. We'll say that is my skill about things. Oh, that's cool. Yep. I am from the U.S. Man, voice crack. Excuse me. Pete, welcome in the chat. Have you ever... I don't think so, to answer your response. Oh, God. Donnie, welcome to the chat. Oh, gosh. What? That's crazy. Well, welcome into probably double give it to the next person because you never know who needs it. Um, Hype Flow, I'm actually taken. I'm sorry to say that. Just saying. Yeah. Okay, to split that question down, I've got quite a couple of favorite movies, but if I had to pick I will say both of them actually. So, my favorite movies, I'll say that, and then I'll split it down like that because it's easy to say it. So, my favorite movies I've watched are Overcomer. Y'all, for people who've not seen that movie, y'all are missing out of how amazing it is. It's amazing, but I almost happy cried. I was 13. And then also another movie called The Summer That I Turned Pretty. Y'all, that's another good one too. And let me just say, for my people here who are Christians but also go to church, that's a good one for y'all to look at too. Because it actually talks about this one girl who, her name is Hannah Scott, and she is a track runner. And then there's this coach that actually was a basketball coach at first, but then the school principal at the school, she instead wanted him to coach track. And he goes to find out that he is only coaching one athlete and not like 10 or 20. Because normally in teams you would have like at least 15 to 20 people, at least in teams. But he goes to finds out that he only has one athlete that he is coaching. But, y'all, actually, this kind of brings me to a point. And, y'all, I'll say this too. If you think about that in your head for a moment, God says, and like, for example, there's parts in the Bible where basically they say that God is number one, but also there's a lot of things that has to do with number one in the Bible. Like, he is the number one of all three. Like, he is basically 3 in 1, meaning the only one that's going to help you out in bad times, spiritually. But also, God always comes first. So that's also a good reason, kind of why that is meant to happen in that movie. But then another crazy part about it is Hannah Scott goes to finds out because she remembered that her dad passed away when apparently, y'all, he actually was still alive. Kind of crazy. Which, so what's crazy was the track coach and then his wife and then Hannah Scott all go to this hospital where she will soon meet, where she was meeting this one guy that he knew. And then later on, as each time they go and visit, she finds out that that person that they've been visiting is her father. It's crazy. And then, of course, one day he does, unfortunately, pass. But yeah, it's crazy. And then she runs at a track meet. Man, y'all, there's too many good parts in that movie to explain it all. But those are just some details that, oh. And y'all, like I said, I was 13 when I saw Overcomer. And I cried. Like, I happy cried of how good it was. It was amazing. Hand, here's my chat. And then also, to answer the second part of the question, I've got a lot of good, like, favorite music I like. For example, I love a lot of romance songs that either have, like, I like some of the songs that have, like, either two genres in one. Like, either there's romance and like, here's an example, like, either country with romance or country itself, or pop with, like, a little bit of a kick, motivational beat. There's a lot of good songs that have good stuff out there. But also, I do love, like, really nice, like, decent stuff, too, that just go out there, too. Excuse me. Hey there, little Timmy. Hey there, Isaac. How are you doing? I can see you're new. And first off, Gami, try not to say that because that's kind of offensive. No offense. But yeah, y'all. I'm gonna just block that now. I'm gonna delete it. Okay, now, you know what? I'm not dealing with that person, so we're just gonna do the part right there because I'm not gonna put up people today. That's not the goal of the day. But yeah, Isaac, hopefully you're doing well. And y'all, I said it earlier, my goal in streams is not to put up with anyone's shenanigans in here. Like, if you're gonna be dumb, exit. Because I'm not gonna tolerate it. Ever. Like, that should be the number one not thing I should be putting up with in these streams. I'm just saying. Because, and I told y'all before, you never know what somebody in here is going through. Because sometimes if you say something in this chat that's kind of stupid, sometimes that person might be reading the chat as well. And they might also get defended as well. They also might feel the same exact way and just make their life feel a lot worse than it has to be. So, yeah. I'm just saying from my standpoint, but also just to make sure we don't have to put up with that a whole lot. Oh, goodness, I hate that. But yeah, we have 11 likes in here. Thank you very much, people. And we have 3 of y'all in the chat. Man, excuse some of these hairs are staying out. I hate when it does that. But that's why I've clipped my hair back like crazy. Because I can't always put up with it. Hey there, Gigi. How are you doing? I can tell you're new. Yo, we've been getting a lot of people that are new today. That's awesome. Like, we've been getting a ton of new people. So, like I've said it, like I've said this before, the more people that we get in here that are new, the better. Because I've said it too. That helps our views go up, our subscriber count go up, all the things go this way and not this way or anywhere near it dropping. Because I ain't gonna let anything drop today or even tomorrow at all like that. I'm doing pretty good. But I'm glad to hear you're doing well too. Man, people are wild. So y'all can ask me questions in the comments. Just all I say with that is don't. For those people in here, don't ask anything stupid. That's all I say, or inappropriate. Or don't try to be inappropriate when asking. Because, in this live and even the channel, I don't put up with anyone's mean comment, either if it's about me physically or if it's something you're trying to ask me that sounds inappropriate and dumb. I don't put up with none of that here. And even I feel like all people should not have to be putting up with those people as well, because that's the last thing we need to have here is more drama but more hate. Because I said it too. There's already a ton of hate in this generation that's happening. And even worldwide. And we do not need to keep making those numbers go up. We need to make those numbers drop. And we need to keep our positivity people going up. And keep it, So a lot of y'all should be on my same exact side. What's that? Um, what's your favorite? Oh, that's a good question. My favorite ice cream flavor. That is a good one. I'm just gonna say it. It's probably mint chocolate chip. Yo, for those people who do not like mint chocolate chip, y'all are missing it. So good. That's like one of my top favorites out of like vanilla. I mean, I like other kinds too, but that's just one of my other times. For real. Cool eating. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? We have 6 people in here, y'all. Hopefully, y'all are doing good. Yeah, we're doing pretty good though, with people. Exactly. So good. That's cool. Hello there. Yes, I play Roblox, but I don't add randoms. I will say that. It's fine for me to answer our response, but it's just safety purposes. It's not you guys or anything. It's just, there could be people taking advantage of you out there. And I'm not trying to risk my life. So, that's just the one thing I do. So, if you welcome in the chat, I saw you answering that question. Exactly. Yes. Put the love in the comments, but also put the love in the freaking globe. Because we need to keep the positivity going, but also but that positivity needs to spread more than it going down. Because before we used to have a lot of good people out there, but then we're slowly but surely losing a lot of them. Because either over the years people are just gonna decide to go the opposite, or just they're going through a ton, and it's causing them to start acting like a kid in their older selves, but that's just what to me it is. So exactly, because and even before that too, I even did say a minute ago that for people coming in that are just gonna spread hate either towards me or you guys, or just to make somebody here feel bad, I ain't gonna put up with your shenanigans in this chat, or anyone else in your shouldn't have to put up with that either. And this is why I even have mods who come in here occasionally. Like we had one of them come in earlier, thankfully. And yeah, and and plus they help me a lot. So that way I can mainly just focus on talking with you guys and just engaging in the comments than having to deal with a hate comment every minute or two, or the entire time I'm having to look through seeing a hate response from someone, And plus, that really should be our main job, is to talk with you guys and really focus more, Because, it's fun to engage with the people who are actually kind and they actually take their time out of their day to actually get interested and see what it's like, So, exactly. 12 likes, let's go. Make sure y'all are tapping if you haven't already. Because for real. And y'all, I think I was thinking this, I think earlier or a couple days ago. I think. I don't know. Maybe eventually I might. I'm not saying this part, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe eventually. I'll think about it though. But maybe one of these days, maybe I can start doing like some sort of like just like segments or something like that on here where I'm just kind of just talking more positive network on here, because like just sharing advice and just sharing that, just sharing to feel good, not get negative stuff, you know? Because I feel like we need to keep hearing more positivity and reinforcement every day because either certain people went through past trauma or they just are going through a lot with either health issues, family, friends, or going through a whole lot that they don't know how to handle it, you know? So I feel like eventually I might think about it, but that's just, I mean, I'm not in a big hurry. I might do something like that, but I'll have to, it might take me a little bit. You know, that kind of would be cool because then people can get a sense of the actual good side of our generation. But also, it makes us feel good when we hear kind words or quotes that have to do with positivity reinforcement or just, you know, something that puts our mind in good spots, you know? You know? Like, for example, something I did hear in a video was, I heard something on Facebook, but definitely something I will say is the kindness you put into the world has a way of coming back to you, which is a Darman quote. For people that don't even watch his videos or have never seen a video of his, y'all, his videos are amazing. His actually, like, his videos actually, like, basically are amazing because even they help with people with, like, helping them out through tough times. And even his videos are awesome because even they share, like, life stuff, like how they handle it. And even they're just entertaining. Like, even I've just started watching them on Facebook because one day it just popped up and I'm like, yeah. And even it treats how you should act in this generation. Hey there, Chloe. Welcome back. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. But yeah, it's just amazing. And yeah. That's good to hear that you're doing well. I'm glad to hear that. Let me fix my phone real quick. Hey there. How are you doing? I can tell you're new. That I can tell. Which is awesome. So welcome in. But hopefully you're doing well too. Because, you know, we've got to feel good in this chat, y'all. Because, like, people just need to change how they see things these days. Art of Creativity, welcome in the chat. I know some of that in Spanish, not all of the terms. Yes. Some of that I can understand, but not all of it. I have the ability to. But yeah, we have 2 people currently. They'll probably switch on me. You know, that's just what they do. But yeah. So, hang on, give me a moment. Yeah, what is this ponytail doing? Give me a second, I'm just fixing it because it's all a little. There we go. Sorry, some of my ponytail a little crazy, right? Little cray cray. We'll put it that way. But that's just what it will do to me. Hey there. I can tell you're new. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, we're getting a lot of new people. But man. Yeah. But man, y'all. Y'all, it's crazy how, like, we're basically, at this point, we're only about, like, about to be, like, almost a week. Like, we're about to be literally almost a week before May. How the heck? Yo, how is April flown halfway? Like, for reference, right now it's the 25th. Like, we're like halfway done with the month. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for real. I'm not gonna lie. But good morning to you too. I'm saying from your standpoint, when I'm way opposite. Yeah, it's wild. And y'all, and even what's crazier next month, I will say this is the 17th, y'all, will be officially a year ago that I graduated high school. And then, even for my boyfriend, it'll be on the 28th, which also, AK, is my mom's birthday, which I would have graduated on if I didn't have to transfer halfway in. You know, positive vibes. It's been a while since you came in. How are you doing? Hopefully, you've been doing well. And we're getting a lot of new people. That's crazy. But also, we've been getting a few returns back to back. For a second, I thought I was glitching, but probably just a little bit. But it seems like we're good. That's good to hear that you're doing well. Yeah, it's crazy. But y'all, let me just say, we've gotten a lot of new people on top of our currents. Like, we've had, of course, a few of our returning people in here too. But quite a lot of new accounts. That's awesome. Because even I say this. Because even I just repeat myself because it's good to say it sometimes. Because it really feels good. The more new people each single live in each day we get, the better it's gonna be, because our views will go up, our numbers will go up, and it will stay up without having to drop all of a sudden, you know? Because it shouldn't be that way, ever. Like, there should not be a single moment where all of a sudden numbers start going down out of nowhere without warning. And, you know, we just need to keep it. We just need to keep it going, keep it flowing. Do the things. You know? Yeah, I was finally able to change my YouTube name on here. Because for a while, it was funny because my other name I had here, it just stayed on there like kind of first when I came in here. And luckily, a friend of mine showed me how to do it. So luckily, I was able to change it to something more cooler, to where it'll be more entertaining than it be something pretty simple, you know? Because having a channel where it's just something usual, either if it's just your name with something, you know, some people might not get interested. But if you put a little bit of a twist in there, then it makes it a little bit fun. And y'all, I am basically a sunset queen in general, because I am a sunset addict. Like, one of my top addictions is sunsets, because they're so freaking stunning. Like, I just love how they turn out half the time. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. So to mute me, so you don't have to hear how loud the heck I was. But yeah, I mean, sunsets are pretty cool in all states. But, oh, it's amazing. Like, it's truly amazing, because, like, think about it. In sunsets, it's like sunrises, but different. It's just all, like, in the beginning parts, like, when the colors really start to show in it, it's like, like, let me see. I might pull up some, because I do have some sunset pics. I have Token out here. So let me pull up a pic. So give me a moment to pull up a good one and just kind of show y'all an example. Oh, is a good one. Sorry, give me a moment. Like, excuse me. Hang on. I'm gonna show you guys a good one. Let me just find Let me just find that y'all actually will go crazy up. Because I take a ton of those. So. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Like, for example, here's one of them. There's one in the pictures. I have a lot, though, than this, but there's that one, and then there's this one. It's actually a sunset, y'all, but I took it. It's so cool. I took different views of it, but really, it's literally, and then here's another, and again, from different angles. Again. See? Y'all see how I'm going crazy? But yeah, like for real. That's kind of why I put myself there. Because I'm an addict to it. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Wow is right positive vibes because, like, it's amazing. Like, truly. Because, y'all, I live in the country, so I can actually get better views of the sunset than you would in the city. That's actually a tip for people who didn't know that. Like, in the city, you can see some of it, but you can't really get that good of a view of a sunset in the city, which I kind of wish you did. But it's because a lot of things block viewpoints, so you can't really have a good showing. But when you live in the country, though, in the area, it's almost like if you were to move somewhere tropical. It's like that. And it's kind of like what I showed you. Like, it's amazing. And I'm kind of glad I did move last year. Even though I had to kind of sacrifice transferring schools my senior year, which sucked. But at the same time, I graduated with a high school diploma last year. About to be last year. And just feels amazing to be done. Yeah, crazy. But hey, in the long run, the best part was I am now able to live with like really cool views each day that you actually don't get to see as much, which I wish everybody did. But yeah, thank you so much. And right now those were like, I think the views I showed y'all, like those were from like at least a couple days ago, at least over here. But yeah, that's just to list some of them. But just, oh yeah, okay, hang on. I did tell some people this in the very beginning. That only got 110 people. I did not see the numbers told just now. Y'all, it's been a while since we've been in the hundreds to keep that going. But actually, I told some people in the beginning that I went to, so one of the things I did today was me and my parents went to this really cool place in our area called Cowboy Headquarters. Y'all, it's a pretty cool store. So for people that have never heard of it or have seen one in their area, it's a really cool country store where it has a lot of like things country related, but also like it goes from clothing, stuffed animals, cool things related, equipment, things that are like robes, bold, like, yeah, okay, for people here's an example. A lot of us know those little bull cow dummies when you practice lassoing. They even have those two saddles, all half crazy things you could think about. And it was really cool. And so I just decided to, because originally we went there to see if they had a cup, because we were looking for something that my parents were needing, and didn't see a whole lot. And even they have like cute clothing, and y'all, let me just say, I decided just to look around the clothing section to see what was cute, and after a little bit, finally saw like 3 options of like some really cute tops I saw. So I tried each 3 on, and I brought my cowboy hat with to top it off, just to show the vibe, just to see how it would look in it. And the hat I wore, I actually got that like weeks ago, or no, months ago, not too long ago. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, and so I tried each 3 on. One of them did fit, but I just didn't like how one of them looked on me. A lot of us will know, like, when something either we seem to like and try it on, we just don't like either how the layout of it works or the fitting. Like, it did fit decently well, but just some of the lookalikes of it just didn't at the end. But I was lucky to be happy and walk out with 2 also good options, which I cannot wait to wear it eventually. Don't know when, but soon. Which, it's really cute. And even I took pics of me wearing both of those in the dressing room. So, I'll show you guys what they look like in photos, because I'll show you. It's 2 outfits, but from 2 different angles. So, here's the first one, which is this really cute striped top. And y'all, this cowboy hat I've had for a few months now. And y'all, look how cute that is. The top is like so cute. And y'all see why I said that though. Then here's a close-up at it too. So, in both of these I did like a normal view of it and then a little closer up so you can see it better in both. Then here's the second one, which this one is a jean shirt, by the way. Y'all, I loved how the end of it is. Like, I loved how it just looks like, okay, some of y'all know, like, the styles, like, of, like, shirts that have, like, just, like, a cute little, like, you know, those shirts, like, that have, like, lace at the very end or something like that? That's kind of what it gives off, but in jean version. With just, like, little, like, ripped jean style at the end. Which is so cute. And then here's a close-up at it. And y'all, that thing is actually so, like, the material is actually very soft. Like, not, like, heavyweight, but, like it's lightweight. But it's, like, very comfortable and just soft. Not, like, so soft where it's, like, you're gonna get hot in it, but, like, soft to where it doesn't feel super, like, what am I thinking of the word? Not, like, super weird or just doesn't feel like the best. But it's, like, the cutest thing. So that's what those outfits look like. But, yeah, I can't wait to... Alex, welcome in the chat. But, yeah, y'all, I can't wait to start wearing one of those 2 outfits eventually. Whenever if I have something come up next, or, you know, that'd be pretty cool. Like, and y'all, I know my boyfriend's gonna go nuts in person. Like, for example, I post it to my social media. Maybe I might post it here too. I don't know yet. That kind of would be cool though. But yeah, and also, y'all, the cowboy hat y'all just saw in that photo too. I've had that hat for a few months because I went to this cool hat place in my area. Forgot the name of it, but it was a hat store though that had a ton of different hats like those. And so I just did the process where I do my measurements, and then after that, I pick a hat that looks cool. And after a little bit, I did see that one specifically, and it was perfect. Because I was looking for something that would stay on me to where, like... And, with me, I'm not somebody who's like, okay, just put on, go out with it. I really make sure that whenever it comes to hats or really anything else related, I make sure it doesn't try to fall off or feel crazy to me. Because I do have a little sensory issue. So, for example, luckily with that hat, it doesn't it's like, because even I move my head left to right like crazy just to make sure it's not going to fall off. Luckily, that one didn't feel like it was going to fall off or feel too loose. So, thank goodness for that. And then even clothing is the same way. I don't wear clothes that are so tight because it drives me crazy. And it just, it just looks, for me, it looks weird, but that's just me. And then shoes, it's similar. I don't like when they lift. I don't, like, for example, tennis shoes or boots and stuff are closed-toe shoes of any kind. It just, I don't know. It just drives me bizarre half the time. Flip-flops I'm kind of okay with. I mean, I'm okay with a little lift, but not like extreme where it's going to where my foot is almost going to slip out of it. But yeah, it's crazy. But, I mean, there's a ton of us that are all similar. So a lot of you can relate to that. And, that's a good thing, is to check those checkpoints to yourself, because what if you go to try something on and either you like it, like you see it and it looks cool, but then you go to try something on, you're like, okay, no, I don't like how this looks on me now that I thought I did. That gives you good notes to your own self to know. Because you never know what you're doing. Raymond! Oh my gosh! This is the first time you're in here. Welcome in! Man, so now you and Mel are coming in. That is awesome. And even Leah comes in here too, off and on, but that is crazy. Starting to get some of the crew. That's wild. How are you doing? What you're asking me the same, which I'm doing well. Oh my god. That's wild. Oh my god. Hang on. Let me check out our comments, because comments are going cray-cray. Hang on, let me look some of these up real quick. Hang on, make sure I'm not missing anybody. It's right here. Okay, here we go. This is where I left off, I think. Yes. It's a lot, Alex. Sorry, it's my dog yard. Raymond, of course I know you. I come and have her lives here. Hey there, Big Back Colin. I tell you, you're new. I'm doing pretty good. But, yeah. So, it's crazy. But, man. Raymond, just wait till you hear the song I've got going tonight for Stacy's Live. It's a good one. Half the time I am starting to beat half everybody a little bit in the system. That's just because I'm really studying it and stuff like that. But, yeah. Man, it's crazy. But yeah, y'all, for some of y'all that saw those two outfits from both the normal view and the close-up view, because I showed y'all two of them. There are two, by the way. Y'all are thinking, okay, if it's four, no. It's just I took a picture of it normal view, but then it also close up, because it's kind of good to do a little bit of a close-up action, too, because then you kind of get the good look at it and be like, oh, that's cool. You know? It's good to... And if y'all are thinking probably what's my favorite, that's a hard one. Oh, my boyfriend just texted me. Oh, hang on. Oh my god. Give me a moment. Man, okay, that just sucked for me. Hang on, y'all. Give me a second. Sorry, y'all. My boyfriend was texting me. Because he and I were supposed to talk in like 20 minutes. Which is like 9 o'clock my time, which is not yet. But luckily he's saying something right now and not at 9 o'clock, or else I would be really ticked off about it. Because, even a lot of people would be getting ticked off too if either their partner or a friend, let's say they were calling them at a specific time, and let's say at that time you are either waiting for them or you're calling and they're like, hey, sorry, something came up, and they did not mention anything before that. That's just going to be very frustrating for those people. Even me, it's the same way. Like, if I don't hear anything from either him or anyone else of mine before that minute or even before that time frame of either something comes up or if you're busy, then that will really get me frustrated. Because it's like, think about it. I waited that time for nothing, So we don't want to be there. Hang on, I gotta get up so my back doesn't go crazy. Hang on, I'm gonna turn my fan off for a second. So give me a moment. Oh, man, y'all. It's crazy. And yeah, I mean, it's only 79 over here. That's crazy. Sorry, I turned my fan off because I was getting a little chilly. And everybody knows how that goes. Which, we don't want to be that way. Like, you never really should be too cold. Ever. So, yeah, that's crazy. But, hopefully everybody's day in here has been good for those who've came in here. But, I mean, right now, though, all we're doing is we're just hanging out and stuff like that. And for those who were new in here, I, at least for right now, I've been going live every other day to every 2 days at least, just so this way in between I kind of just give a little bit of time off to myself in between those days, because a lot of us put up with things, but also some of us have medical conditions sometimes, but it's not big, and I really do it for health reasons, because even just doing it constantly, it's like things in your mind can just go like from it being stable enough to your brain one day just going crazy. And we're not trying to put my own brain there. So currently for a bit, I've done at least doing that pattern. And it's been doing pretty well. So that's a thank goodness to me. So, and for those who have been subscribing to me lately, thank you guys so much. Y'all are doing awesome. And man, I mean, I say this, but y'all are efficient. Like, y'all actually are efficient. And the more efficient we get, the better. That's the best part, too. So you're to forget Bex. Oh, that's cool. But, yeah. So, yeah. But, man, though, Raymond, that's crazy. You came in here. This is what's wild. At first, out of Stacy's crew that was in here before, Leah was like the first ever person that was ever in here. Then Mel starts joining. And now we're getting Raymond. So that's pretty cool. That we're just getting some of those people looking into a lot of it. So that's wild. Like, honestly, that is pretty wild. So, yeah. Pretty crazy. Hang on, let me just move a couple things in here real quick. So, give me a moment. And also, y'all, I will say this too. Even being in the country, you actually can see the stars clearly if the clouds are not in the way. Half the time. But it is so cool, though. Like, it's neat. It's almost like if you're looking at a massive projector. Seriously. Like, it's literally like looking at a massive projector screen. So cool. Let me kind of see where it's at. Hang on. If it is still showing something, I can try to show you guys maybe. If it is like kind of showing or not. So give me a second. I don't think you really can't see anything because it's so cloudy out. Yeah, I don't think y'all won't be able to really see that really much tonight because right now I'm just seeing a ton of clouds in the way, so let's see, just gonna be a little bit difficult. So, man, y'all, definitely this live was wild for sure. Because at first we gotten a lot of new people in here today, but then also a few returning people. Yeah, so that's pretty wild. So, and then even Raymond coming in here, which is who I've actually known. I've gotten to know Raymond through another streamer on here. And that's crazy. Like, at least now, like, 3 people from her end have been coming into here, but one of them has been here for like at least a while. But really it's mainly 2 of them. So that's bizarre. So pretty crazy. But anyway, hang on. Let me just check something real quick. So give me just a moment to put something down. Hang on, y'all, I'm throwing something down. Alright, sorry you guys. I was writing something down to look up later that just kind of came to my attention. But anyway, though, y'all, I'm probably gonna get off live though, so that way I can charge my phone and try to eat something, because it's about to be fixing to be 9 o'clock over here. Even though I'm technically gonna be up till like probably 2 in the morning, because on Fridays and Saturdays and stuff like that, like on the weekend, I am up later. At least up a little longer than I am usually during the week. Because during the week, I'm up at least from like, basically like 7:45 till like, well, really technically it's like 9 o'clock till 12:30. So like basically 4-ish hours. And then on the weekends, it's like either I'm up till about 1 or 2 in the morning. But that's because I don't have to wake up for anything the next day. But during the week, it's the same way too for right now. I mean, I wake up at like 8:30 during the week and stuff, but that's just because I've got a schedule that's like a couple hours after. But on the weekend, it gets actually chill. So, yeah, but I'm glad I've gotten to see a lot of people in here and a lot of returning and new people in here. So, I probably will come back on either on Sunday or Monday. One of the 2. Because like I said, I usually stream from at least every other day to either every 2 days. It will depend though, like it'll switch. Like, there's times sometimes I'll be on here every other, but then it'll be like, I'll do like a 2-day break to myself, then come back, and then either switched up, you know? So, but I still am posting content though during the week too, so that's never off in that limit. So even in that window, I'm still like posting either shorts or just videos of things, you know? And that's just what we do here. So, anyway, I'm gonna jump off so I can charge my phone and do the things I need to do. But I will see y'all people out there.